Hello, everyone. I am Surrenderlot the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some r/trashy. Without further ado, let's get into this. And before I start, I would like to tell you that about 92% of my viewers aren't subscribed, so if you'd be so kind as to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, also, I'm gonna try something new. Basically, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna decide which do I think is the most trashy. From 1 being, yeah, that's kinda trashy, but not that bad, to 10 being, wow, that is really, really trashy. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so this first post says, some people just don't deserve to be parents. Okay, so this here says, girl, 8, was dragged by a car after trying to stop her mom from drunk driving. Wow, starting off light, I see. Wow, that just got a 10 out of 10 on the trashy scale already. That is pretty impressive, I gotta admit. Oh, and yeah, some people just really don't deserve to be parents, especially if they're gonna treat their kid like this. Seriously, there are people out there who actually want to have kids but who can't because of reasons that is their issue, but there are people who can have kids who mistreat them. So, yeah, I think this does get a 10 out of 10 on the trashy scale. Apparently, in this post, liberalism is a mental disorder seen in Florida. Um, okay. For this one, I kind of have to place this more at a 5 out of 10, which is kind of halfway on the trashy scale because being anti vax is, and also being against mask mandates is kind of trash. It's quite trashy, but not to the full scale of the last one. So, yeah, that's all I have personally. Plus, hating on other people's political beliefs is is quite trashy, but not to the scale of murder bad. So, not quite to the scale of the last post where there's a parent who was apparently dragged her child. So, yeah, it's not really as bad as the last one. It looks like someone ordered a crazy combo. Okay, so this is at a Little Caesars, and apparently someone is fighting someone else. Um, I think I would have to rate this more at the 6, 5 part. So, yeah, but that's just personally what I think. I mean, yeah, it's pretty trashy that this person is fighting this person in a Little Caesars. Um, but I gotta say, I don't really know what the context behind this fight is. But I mean, if it's for a good reason, I guess it's probably still. I wouldn't say fight this person, but it's kind of not nearly as bad as that other parent. I mean, I have yet to see someone beat that parent in this video. Does this count? Okay, so this here's a flat earther, basically saying to research flat Earth and a lot of other false information about, I mean, a lot of misinformation about the flat Earth. I mean, this isn't really all that bad. I think this would kind of fit more on r slash insane parents or insane people Facebook or something like that. Kinda, sorta, ish. But not on r slash trashy, sort of. So I kind of have to rate this more out of 1 out of 10. Not really that bad. It's sort of trashy, but it's not that bad. Okay, so this post here says a tree at a local park was dying and had to be taken down. And as it turns out, this tree here had some soda cans that people just put inside of it. Wow, you know, I think this is a pretty good 8 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10. I mean, seriously, people here are treating it as though we have multiple plants we can just waste away, not as if though we have one. And seriously, I think this would also fit on r slash I am a total POS, which is something I do. And yeah, seriously, this is really trashy of these people. Okay, so this one here is a TikTok trend, and this here says, this stupid trend is getting out of hand. And basically, we have a urinal that was broken off. Yeah, uh, these, I'd say anytime it's a TikTok trend, it gets immediately a 6. That's the lowest it goes. The highest it goes up to a 10. I'd say this here's a pretty good, 8 to 9, just as the last post. I mean, why are people destroying public bathrooms? I seriously hope. I think this also does fit on r slash I am a total POS, because seriously, these TikTok trends of destroying bathrooms is seriously really shitty of these people. And plus, seriously, why did you do that? That is really dumb. And plus, they could take you to court for doing this for property damage. So I sure hope that's what happened to you. Okay, so this next post here says, Duncan, what? And so basically, this is a picture of someone who says, Duncan D's nuts. I kind of have to rate this more out of a 0.5 out of 10, which is not really all that trashy, but can be interpreted one way or another. So that's just my view on this here. I mean, it's more funny than anything, so I gotta say, that's all I really have. This is how we treat our break room here, apparently. Um, yeah, you can see how the break room is trashed. I mean, I pretty well have to rate this a good, 7 out of 10. I mean, that is pretty trashy to do to a break room. What did the break room ever do to you? And plus, if I was gonna have a break room, I would probably make sure it's clean so that way I can use it in the future. And so that way we're not gonna have to stop using the break room because, people can't seem to use the break room like mature adults and keep it clean. Seriously, why ruin a private property wall? You know what? New rule. Anytime it's vandalism, it immediately goes from a 7 to a 10. You know, stuff like this here, I'd say this would be more of a 7. I sure hope the people who did this ended up being forced to have to clean this up. You know, me having to create new rules for how I'm rating these. Because, that's pretty shitty of him to do that, or these people to do that. Seriously, why do that? I mean, he could seriously, like I said before, he could take you to court to easily sue you for this here. So, yeah. Lady Gaga went to a Starbucks and bought gift cards to pay for coffee for the customers that came after her. This is what the barista did instead. Little does she know, I kept the gift cards for myself. Wow. Um, I gotta say, that would probably be, stealing from charity, which would give you an immediate 10 on my, scale. You know what? New rule. Stealing goes from 9 to 10. I mean, that is, real shitty of you, guy. I hope you got fired for your job for doing that. Because, wow, that is really crappy of you to do that. Amazon delivery driver marks packages as delivered, then steals it. No class and low class. Wow. They, I, really hope this guy got fired for, doing that. Because that is really crappy of him to do that. Yeah, I sure hope that these, people, brought this footage to, Amazon's attention because so now this guy can get fired for doing that. And plus, that's probably illegal, mate. Oh, and I would also rate this as a good I would say 9.5. So, yeah. I think with that, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.